Welcome back to another good video, which today is going to be more of a technical video. We see a lot of our comments saying, what are you guys playing in your golf bags? Yep. What clubs are you playing? What balls do you rock with? So today, every single good member is going to go through their bag personally and show you guys what clubs we're playing in these knockout challenges and all these videos that you're watching on this channel.
This is a good what's in the bag.
Hopefully you guys do enjoy this. Leave a like if you do. I'm gonna get right into it, guys, and show you kind of what's in my bag. Here's what the irons look like. They are the MP20s, the Mizunos. And I mean, that's about as much of a blade as you can get, that's for sure. I've noticed that in my longer irons, I struggle to hit the blades. So what I'm thinking about doing is 6 through 4 iron and the same irons that Grant has, which you'll see here in a second. And then 7 through pitching wedge keep as this blade. For those of you who do not already know, I rock the Good Blue mid-size Golf Pride grips, which just for me kind of takes my hands out of my swing. And yeah, once again, that's 4 iron through pitching wedge, all bladed MP20s, Mizuno. Moving on to the putter, this is what I got, the M Craft right there. And honestly, this is a solid putter. Once again, I'm thinking about switching to a bladed putter from Mizuno here soon. I'm not really sure if I'm going to do that, but I've definitely thought about it because you guys know my putting. It's a little handsy, and sometimes a bladed putter will help that just a little bit. This is what I got as my wedges. I got the new T22 bronze, S grind in my 50. I got the D grind 54. 50 degree has 7 degrees of bounce, 54 has 8 degrees of bounce. And then I have the C grind 58 with 8 degrees of bounce. Since I started golf, I've always liked not really having too much bounce on my wedges. That way I can kind of work with the club a little more. I don't know why, it's just been a personal preference of mine since I started playing golf. On to the hybrid here, the CLK 19 degree. I have it set a little above standard loft, so 19 degrees could be more like 20. It causes a little bit more of a draw for me, which I really like. This is kind of like, ideally, this is what I like hitting off of, like 360 yard par 4s when it's a tight fairway. I try and just put this one in play. I forgot to do shafts, so we're gonna go through that right now. I got the Ventus HB 9TX Fujikura. Not really sure any of the other details about this shaft, but that's what I got. Once again, mid-size, good blue grips. And then for my irons, I got the Modus Pros 3 X Flex and all of my irons. So I don't know, I really like my irons and I like the shafts that I got in them. Here onto my wedges, I got the Dynamic Gold S400. This has actually been one of my favorite shafts ever since started playing golf. I'm not really sure, it's just the feel for me. I really like it. Onto the 3-wood here, STZ 15 degrees. I have it set at standard loft. I'm thinking about turning it up to high because I do hit this a little lower, and if anything, I might want to add a little bit of spin to it. I got the Ventus 7X Fujikura shaft in my 3-wood. And then as a driver, I also have the STZ, and I have this set at 9.5, one above standard, so maybe more like 10 degrees. And as my shaft, I got the Ventus 6X Fujikura. And I gotta say one thing about this driver, this is probably the best I've ever hit a driver since ever playing golf. I've gone through multiple different drivers, and once I got this Mizuno in the bag, I started striping it. Yeah, that's huge for my golf game, that's for sure. We're moving on to...
What you got in there, man?
Something I don't want to overlook in this what's in the bag is golf balls. Sometimes I play Chrome Soft, the triple track, and then sometimes, like today, I play Pro V1X. Yeah, it's just, it depends for me on the day, but either Chrome Soft, triple track, or Titleist Pro V1Xs. And then for my glove, I have a Mizuno Tour golf glove, Tour quality. These things are actually really nice. That's about it for my what's in the bag. There we go.
Great job, Garrett Clark.
Thank
Dude,
you.
Did such a good job.
Did you enjoy my speech?
Going over to the best golfer in good. All right, come here. I am playing these Callaway Apex Forged. This is the exact same, almost the exact same club that I played with in my high school and my college days. Callaway's it's just been very nice to me. They just really have been nice to me. They like me a lot. I did get fitted in college, and I actually got the Dynamic Gold shafts. Those helped a lot with, like, since I'm a very high ball player, I kind of helped keep them a little lower. So with these, I'm actually hitting the Elevate. I don't even know what these are. Elevate VSS 95 Stiff Flex. And this is just standard that comes with these irons. So I think I might get potentially either just completely brand new set of irons, or just like get these reshafted, regripped, and kind of get that going. It's just the regular golf ply.
Would you consider getting a thicker grip?
No, I for sure will be getting a thicker grip. I've played with thicker grips. Shambo, I've used your clubs and I actually like that. Not that quite extensive to that jumbo thick, but a little bit thicker because I like my hands to be out of play. With my irons, it starts at pitching wedge and it goes all the way up to, I believe, a 4-iron. Yeah, it goes all the way up to a 4-iron. Actually, I do have a...
didn't know. That's funny.
Because it goes up to a 3-iron. Because I have a 3-iron at home, but I took the 3-iron out, right? Because I got this absolute beauty, this Titleist U505 with the new 2R AD, which is one of the best shafts out in the game right now that Grant told me. Stiff Flex DI85 Hybrid, okay? This thing is, I mean, it's absolute pure. It's built for distance and accuracy, the shaft. It's really, really clean. Kind of a thicker 2-iron so you can actually hit it, unlike those wooden crusters. We've got the Cobra snake bite wedges. These things spin like crazy. One of them is bent. We're not gonna talk about why, but I have a 50 degree and a 54 degree, and I did have a 58 degree, but I lost it, and I have not found it yet. So we've got those two. Those are great. And then, of course, Steve gave me his old Callaway 60 degree jaws, which I was 60, 56, and 52 in those, but I recently went to those, but I kind of got a hybrid in my bag now. Dynamic gold shaft in here, that's why I hit it so well, and I believe dynamic gold for my snake bites as well. Wait. Great job, Garrett.
Thanks.
I'm very proud of you. Give me my 3-wood.
Nobody has your 3-wood.
Give it now!
No one has your 3-wood.
No one has your 3-wood.
Yes, they do!
I don't have
You guys are so immature, it's hilarious. Wait. It's in your bag right there.
This is not my bag.
David!
You put it in there.
Give me this. This is an absolute beast. The Fujikura 7S F1 Motor A Jodare. I bought it off the rack. I haven't done anything with it. The only thing I did do is I actually lowered it down a degree because my 3-wood goes very high. All my ball flights are super high, so I tried to lower it so I could get a more penetrating ball flight. I practiced with it on the range and I found that I was hitting this thing super, super high. And then I got a lesson with Grant and he was like, you need to relax. And so I lowered it and now this is where it's at and I made a hole-in-one with that. So then we've got this beast, the new TSI 3 Titleist driver. I mean, this thing gets the job done a completely different way. It's set at D1. I don't know what that means. it's set at 9 degrees though, at neutral. I was working a lot with it. I don't know what any of these numbers mean. There's a chart that Jake gave me, but I don't know what it means. And then of course I have the Nemesis 65 stiff shaft. I think it might be extra stiff shaft. This thing is built for people who have very high swing speeds. I do know that. With the nice. Yeah, better than yours, you little rat. And then of course we've got the other beauty, this See More putts. You gotta see more putts to get involved. It's a 35-inch length with a 70 degree lie, a 2.5 degree loft. I don't know what any of that means. This thing is built for winners. It's built for winners to make putts. And that's what we do. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. What's in the bag? Oh wait, no, I got some more stuff. I got this glove in here, okay? These are the only gloves I have in my bag. So that was fantastic. And I also have these nice Adidas golf shoes. Okay, I bought these. Maddie actually bought these for me, so shout out to you. But I use them a lot, they're wonderful. And then of course I play Titleist Pro V1s in the bag. I've got a couple of these in there. So this is built for people who have, like, it's for longer distances and low spin, so that's why I use them. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. That's my bag, got some fruit snacks. Goodbye.
Alright guys, so welcome over to my bag. I just recently got new irons. I am playing the Callaway Apex TCB. They are the rust finish clubs, so I play 4-iron through pitching wedge. And then I have the Nippon Modus Pro 120Xs in all of my irons, including my wedges. So that is my irons right there. I play a 51 degree, a 56 degree, and a 60 degree in my wedges, and the Callaway jaws. And then my 56 degree is the only one that has a significant amount of bounce on that, and that is because I just really like that, especially for bunker shots and for. It just makes me feel like I can be a little more aggressive. This is my favorite club in the bag, my 2-iron, and it is the Strixon ZX, and it's 18 degrees. And this is actually bent down to, I believe it's a one degree flat, so that's just the way it fits my swing a little better. And I have the Fujikura Ventus 9TX shaft in this one. It's an absolute rocket launcher, no spin, and it's like a fairway finder for me. And then moving on to my driver, I'm hitting the TaylorMade Sim 2 right now, and I have it turned down to, it is 8.5 degrees. I'm really loving it right now. I'm using the Speeder 661 Fujikura shaft, and that is a extra stiff, so it's like a tour stiff. And then moving on to my putter, I'm using the stability shaft. I switched to this probably about 6 months ago, and I really like it because it just helps with mishits. The distance control stays really consistent with mishits. But I'm using the Odyssey Toulon Austin model, and this is bent. I have to look at the numbers, but I have it actually bent to a little less than what the standard loft is, because that's what fits my putting stroke the best. Most of the time, I play a Pro V1X. I kind of bounce back and forth between a Pro V1X and a Callaway Chrome Soft. I'll sometimes play those balls, and then I'll also play a TP5X. That is about it for my bag. Pretty simple. I believe that I could still have one more club in my bag, so I'm trying to figure out what that is. I think it's gonna be like a hybrid, something that's like a 230 carry, because I kind of need that right now. But that's what's in my bag.
All right guys, for my bag, the wedges are the same that Garrett showed. They're the T22 in the bronze, and I think these rust. I think I talked about it on my channel recently, but these do rust, and supposedly that creates more spin. I don't know, kind of cool. And also, the sunlight does not really reflect off of this color. That's the reason I really like these wedges more than anything, and they spin a ton. But my 60 through my 52, which are my 3 wedges, all in this finish. For my irons, my 4-iron through my pitching wedge, I got the JPX 921 Tour. These are a little bit thicker. Garrett's are obviously that butter knife. That's not for me, because I don't like looking down at a butter knife. I feel like if I miss hit it, it's gonna go 20 yards. So this is a little bit more comfortable. I feel good over these irons. I got dynamic gold shafts in here, 120. For my grips here, standard golf prides. I don't like to get too fancy with it. But that's it for the irons. They're that JPX, a little thicker, but they feel amazing. They're super soft off the face. I got a Ping G25 Hybrid, and this thing's old. I'd probably say it's 8-9 years old. I have a stiff flex shaft in here. It's a stock Ping shaft, but I played a stiff just because I can create a little bit more spin with it. It's probably one of the clubs that's gonna be hard for me to ever get rid of, just because I have a lot of confidence in it. 3-wood is a G400 with another Ping factory shaft. This is a Blur. Ping actually makes their own shafts. I really do like these clubs. It's an X stiff though, 75 gram. Pretty nice club. Super shallow face here. The super shallow face here is the reason I like this 3-wood so much, because I'm looking down at it, I feel like I'm gonna hit it high. That's one of my favorite clubs in my bag here, is this 3-wood. For my driver, this is probably the club that I get the most questions about, is my driver. It's a G400 Ping. And the main thing about this club is this shaft here. This is an Acura TZS, which when I ordered this shaft, I actually had to wait like 3 months for it. It was unreal. It was super back ordered. But it's a really heavy shaft, and I love it because it feels like super stable. It's not light and whippy. That's why I'm usually able to hit a good bit of fairways, but also this head cover, guys. And lastly, for my putter, it's older than me, I do know that. This thing's like 20-some years old, and it's got this like oil finish on it. It's like rainbow finish. But it was actually really cool when I first got it. It looked good, but over like the last year, it's kind of got a little rusty. I think this is a pretty rare putter. I'm not sure though. For the golf balls, I'm really all over the place. I think like the TP5, Pro V1, all those golf balls, Chrome Soft, I don't feel like I'm even good enough to like tell the difference. I feel like they all feel the same. That's just my opinion. I'm not into like different golf balls, but I usually always played the Pro V1. That's about it for my bag.
Okay, to Steven Quesadilla's bag. As you guys know, I have the most wide range of clubs. I have literally a different brand for like each iron I have. It's so weird, I'm gonna be honest, and plus I have like 17 clubs in my bag at all times. I literally have 2 drivers in the bag and like 2 3-woods. But my wedges, I have my Callaway Jaws. I've had these for about 2 years. These are the first clubs I ever got. And then I have my Titleist SM8 54 degree, and I have a Titleist SM8 60 degree. So I have 2 Callaways and 2 Titleists with my wedges. I really like the Titleist. That's why I don't use my Callaways very much. I started breaking away from them like 6 months ago, and I just stuck with the Titleist. They spin a little more and everything. With my irons, I have Callaway Forged Apex Pro irons in the smoky finish. The shafts, I always say they're graphite or something. I don't know what, honestly, I don't know what they are. They're whatever that is. You guys can see that. If you want to use what I use, go ahead. Another thing, I changed my grip. I went from regular grips to Bryson Shambo grips to golf. Let me see. Give me a second, boys. Dry tack. The problem with these is in the rain. I use them in the rain a lot and they literally deteriorate. This isn't a bad thing on them. I love the grips. I just have to change them out a lot, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. So that's what I have from P wedge to my 5-iron. As you guys know, I snapped my 4-iron, so I had to go and get a new one, which I got a TaylorMade. So we have 3 different brands already in here, but this is TaylorMade. It's a 4-iron. It has like, I don't know what, it's a DHY. I don't know what that is to be exact, but it's my favorite club in the bag currently. I don't mess with it. I always use it. It goes like 240 for me, which is really strange. I think it's because this is like, it has this backing. I don't know. It's not like a regular 4-iron. And then for my putters, I have this I don't use. I just keep it in the bag in case I get really mad at my Scotty Cameron, which sometimes happens. It's like a custom putter. It says horse lips. I got this so long ago. As you can see, the grip, everything, it rolls true. It's just a little too heavy for me right now. And then I have a Newport Scotty Cameron, and you guys know this is the putter that literally saves the day for me. This is my favorite putter I've ever had. This is a really good club. As you guys know, this is what I make all my putts with. Do I think it's a putter? It has something to do with the putter, but it's not all the putter. I really feel like if you're confident with your putting, that's all that matters. Because I don't even pick lines. I don't even know what I'm doing. That's the line and it goes in the hole. For my hybrid, I got this a year ago. I have a Callaway Maverick 3 hybrid. I got a different shaft put in. This is not the original shaft. I don't know what it is. And then we got a thicker grip. I don't pull this out very much because there's not too many times I need to use a hybrid, to be quite honest. Yeah, and I have the Mizuno head cover on it because I'm just bougie like that, right? Then we go to a 3-wood. I have a Titleist TC i3, which is what Matt has for his driver. Once again, this is my favorite 3-wood I've ever had. This 3-wood's a little bit heavier, really good. And then we get into my drivers, boys. Now, I don't know how many clubs I've said so far, but I feel like it's way too many. When you get to the driver, I have a Cobra. This is Garrett's old Cobra driver. It's super stiff shaft. I can't hit a draw with it unless I really force it, but it's a Cobra. I don't use this very much anymore since I got my new driver, which is, this is like a freaking candy store. You don't know what's gonna come out. This is my favorite driver I've ever owned. It is a Callaway Maverick. I got it last time. Garrett broke my shaft. Garrett broke my driver and the head and all that. So what we did was we went and got a new one. This was literally like 250 bucks. I got a stiffer shaft so I could swing it a little more because it was getting way too spinny for me. That's the clubs. Now, what balls I use? Now, once again, like Grant was saying, it really does not matter what you use, but I use Pro V1s as of now. You guys used to get on me because I use range balls, and I kind of snapped into place. I was like, you know what? Let's throw some money into some golf balls, see what happens. Has it helped? No, but I like to think when I have a Pro V1 and I'm looking over it, that feels pretty good. Callaway bag. What do I keep in the bag? That's a good question. Some Pro V1s, a broken up cigar for some odd reason. I don't know why that's there. I have a bunch of crappy balls that I hit for trick shots. Do I have any gloves in here? That's basically it. That's my bag. And this little thing. I never use it, but it makes me look like when you get to a range and you have this on up there, they're like, dang, he knows what he's doing. I don't know anything about my clubs. I can use them sometimes and sometimes I can't.
All right, y'all, bringing up the rear here. We're gonna go through my bag real quick. I'm just gonna start from the top to the bottom. Driver, obviously we got the beautiful Good head cover, goodgoodgolf.com. We have the Cobra Red Speed. That's all I know about this joint, really. It's at 9 degrees and now it's down to 7.5. We got the Ventus 7X Fujikara shaft in there. He told me it's the same shaft that Roy McIlroy plays, so if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me. Onto the 3-wood, we got a Callaway Epic. Shout out my guy Jake at Kemper. He actually built this for me and gave it to me. It is a Callaway GBB Epic. Don't know it. Oh, actually right here. Great Big Bertha. It is 15 degrees, bent down now, -1, draw, because you know I need help hitting a draw. I can't really do that on my own. So it's 14 degrees, draw setting. This 3-iron I've honestly had since sophomore year of high school. I absolutely love this thing. It is a Mizuno Mp H4. It's kind of a 3-iron / hybrid kind of joint. Got the KBS Tour shaft in there. All my irons are the same. 4-iron through P wedge, everything is the same. This was my first ever custom set of clubs. I've never been fit before in my entire life. We have the Dynamic Gold X7 True Temper shafts in there. And we've got the Srixon ZX7s. I believe these are the same clubs that Brooks Koepka plays. Once again, good enough for him, good enough for me. I'm not very good at golf, y'all. My wedges are kind of like a smorgasbord of everything. This here, we got the 54 degree Mizuno T20. I just put this in the bag like 5 days ago because I lost my other one. So Garrett gave me his old one. Same thing, got the True Temper Dynamic Gold Tour issue shaft in there. 54 degree, I like it because it's blue. No, good blue. 50 degree, look at that. We got it going on that too. Look at how pretty those ferrules are. That's called the Cotton Candy Drip is what I call it. Callaway Jaws, 50 degree, 10 degree
degrees of bounce. 60 degree, same thing, got the same kind of ferrule on there. And this is also Callaway Jaws, 60 degree, 8 degrees of bounce. Obviously, I don't really know what bounce does, but I do think I have an understanding that the more bounce you have, the more forgiving it is, because the leading edge isn't as sharp, so it makes it easier to play off tight lies, and it won't catch into like the wet grass as much. This is my baby right now. This actually, shout out Steve and Garrett. They've both kind of helped me by giving me their old clubs to make my bag. This was Steve's old putter, and I just switched it out about a week ago because I got back from the Bahamas, got back from Florida. My putting was terrible. I switched to this joint, Callaway Triple Check. I guess it's Odyssey. I don't really know. Marksman. I just put this thing in the bag, and it is rolling beautifully, y'all. So shout out Steve on that. My other putter, the Scotty Cameron, gone. Speaking of putters, people, come here. I got one more thing to tell you. In about 2 to 3 days, the good putters are coming in for us to start testing. We actually hired someone from one of the biggest golf companies in the world to come and develop our putters, top of the line, competing with the best names in the industry, or we would not put our name on it. As for what else is in my bag, golf balls, like Grant and Steve said, I'm not a good enough ball striker to where it really matters. Look at this, look at this. This is back from the long drive days when I was actually fast. We've got a Callaway XR 4.6 degree head. Look at this, 5 degree long drive, beautiful long drive head. All right, y'all, and that is going to be a wrap to the video. You got to see what all 6 of us, all of us in good play. Obviously, some bags very well put together, some bags, me and Steve, just kind of like a smorgasbord of stuff that got thrown in there that we find from the garage. We appreciate y'all for watching this video. Please, if you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and it really helps us out. We love y'all. The support you guys have shown is amazing. We say it all the time, but we can't say it enough. We appreciate you guys so much. We are so grateful for all the support, and we are playing tomorrow, and hopefully I play good. Yeah, peace.